Hey guys, Andrew here from Around the Fire LLC. I just wanted to give you a quick one today on some stuff I've seen on the internet about bolt carriers, bolt carrier peening, what's safe, what's not, and some of the practices that people are telling you to fix it that could maybe get you into some trouble, and we don't want to see anybody getting hurt out there. Now, a bolt carrier group in an AK-47 has this tail on it, right? And this tail is designed as a safety measure, okay? This is to prevent out-of-battery detonations. That's plain and simple. All it is, it's all it does. That's its function, okay? The way that works is your bolt carrier, upon release, is sliding around in there, and then when it goes and it locks up into the gun, into the trunnion, it's going to slide back into its locked position. Oh, I just flung that thing out of the gun there. But it's going to slide back into its locked position, and then at that point, you'll be able to see clear as day there. Your firing pin is sticking out. Your firing pin is ready to be struck, right? And this is no longer in the way. Now, when the gun is traveling into its position, right, we don't want the firing pin being struck and having an out-of-battery detonation as we're in this play area somewhere here, and that's where that comes into play. If you are firing and like pulling your trigger so fast, right, it's going to smack that, if you're outrunning the gun, okay? Now, of course, full auto guns are built around timing that and everything else, yada, 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 getting into the weeds there. But a lot of people do these trigger upgrades, right? And they're saying that when my trigger rides back, it's hitting that and it's harder, and that's why it's peening it over. I suppose after like thousands and thousands around, that maybe could be the case, but this is a spring-loaded trigger we're talking about. There's not a whole lot of resistance as this thing's, whacking past it. Sorry if you can hear my puppy in the background making noise. I'm playing babysitter today, so she's running around here tearing up boxes and everything. But that's not likely the cause. In my opinion, and from what I've seen, there's a lot of variances in AKs. And the way these work, I can't compress the spring in here myself by hand, but there's a little pocket in the back there. This thing is going to ride over the top of the trunnion and seat itself back into that pocket. Now, if that pocket on this is not clean, if it's not milled out correctly, if it's got some burrs and stuff in there, or if it's smacking too hard at a funny angle, or even if it's hitting a lip on the trunnion, those sort of things are going to cause damage to your rear. Now, when you start losing material on the rear and the rear starts getting peened over and shorter and shorter and shorter, you're losing your protection, okay? So if you end up with something, let's say you're out here, that's good protection, but then you have a gun that's been malfunctioning for a while and you've taken the advice of some of these guys that say grind off the peening and stuff like that, and now maybe you're down here. The hammer is at an angle in there, right? And that's intended to protect you, stop it, right? And there is going to be a point at which you could potentially cause a failure and have an out-of-battery detonation. So I recommend, if you do have problems like that, go see a gunsmith so that maybe he can track down what exactly is happening with your firearm and why that's causing it. And then also a competent gunsmith will be able to weld down some more material here for you and reshape it and get you back into a safer position. Because, natural wear will occur sometimes on these things, but it's just best to be safe because you don't want something bad to happen, especially if it's something you shoot with friends or family. You don't want to hand somebody a gun that accidentally goes off out of battery and somebody loses a finger, God forbid, an eye, anything like that. You just don't want accidents to happen. The more accidents happen, the more the lefties can use these accidents against us and say, see, look how dangerous everything is. We can't let these people have anything. So just be safe, be smart, seek professional help. Like, look at me. I look like a complete asshole, but at least I know what I'm talking about. So if you need us or need any advice, feel free to call us here at Around the Fire. If you need parts, doodads, other things like that, aroundthefirellc.what. All right, dudes. Till next time.